So welcome everyone. In this video we will talk about the preparation as well as the standardization of sulfuric acid of 0.1 molar strength. Okay, so if you have checked out my previous video, we have done the preparation as well as the standardization of hydrochloric acid. Okay, so if you have watched that video, then you will know that the for sulfuric acid also the same steps are being followed. Okay, so if you have understood that one, this will also be very much easier. So now let us begin with the requirements. So the chemicals which we need are sulfuric acid, anhydrous sodium carbonate, methyl red or methyl orange as an indicator. The glassware which we need is burette, pipette, conical flask, volumetric flask, funnel, beaker and a glass rod, and the equipment which we need is analytical balance. Okay, so these are just the same the requirements of our all of our preparations as well as the standardizations. Okay, so only the chemical requirements are different. So now let us begin with the main part, which is the preparation of sulfuric acid of 0.1 molar strength. Okay, so if you have watched my other video for hydrochloric acid, then there also I have told you that for both of these preparations and standardizations we use the same formula, which is this one. Okay, so now let us do this formula. So in order to prepare a solution of 0.1 molar strength of sulfuric acid, we must know how much amount of sulfuric acid we need to dissolve in 1000 ml of water. So that much amount of sulfuric acid we are going to calculate with this formula. Okay, so V is the volume which is required of sulfuric acid. This is the into percentage SA of sulfuric acid is equal to M. M is the required molarity of our solution into molar mass of sulfuric acid into the required volume of solution, which is in decimeter cube, upon density of sulfuric acid. Okay, so here what we have to find, we have from this equation we have to find the volume of H2SO4. Okay, so in order to find this, firstly let us find all of these values and then we will put these values in this equation and finally get our main part, which is this. Okay, so firstly let us find the let me just erase it. Let us find the molar mass of sulfuric acid, which is 98.08 gram per mole. Okay, then density of sulfuric acid is 1.84 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, this part is also done. And then percentage assay means the percentage of purity, and the percentage of purity of sulfuric acid is 98%, which means that when we will dissolve 98 gram of sulfuric acid in 100 gram of solution, then that will be the percentage assay, which means 98% sulfuric acid. Okay, so we have calculated the percentage assay also. Now required volume of solution, the solution which we need is of 1000 ml. If we convert it into liters, it will be 1 liter, and 1 liter is equals to 1 decimeter cube. Okay, so now M is the required molarity, which means how much molar solution we need, and over here we are preparing a molar solution of 0.1 strength. Okay, so the value of M will be 0.1, and if we need a solution of any other strength like 5 or 4, whatever, so accordingly the value of M will be changing. Okay, so putting all of these values in this equation, so volume of sulfuric acid into the percentage purity into the value of M into the molecular mass into the required volume upon the density. So by calculating this, the final volume of sulfuric acid which we will get will be 5.4 ml. This means that when we will dissolve 5.4 ml of sulfuric acid in 1000 ml of distilled water, the solution which we will be getting will be having strength 0.1 m. Okay, so from here what we have done, we have prepared a solution of sulfuric acid of strength 0.1 m. Okay, so now this next step which we are going to do is the standardization. So standardization of H2SO4 of 0.1 m strength. Okay, so firstly let me doubt the principle. So the principle is same, which was that of hydrochloric acid. So known strength of sodium carbonate is titrated directly with sulfuric acid. Endpoint can be detected by using methyl orange or methyl red as an indicator, and this is the chemical equation for this titration. Now let us begin with the methodology. Okay, methodology. So what we have to do, we have to weigh accurately about 0.3 grams of anhydrous sodium carbonate and then transfer it in a conical flask, and then we have to add 20 ml of distilled water and then shake it well, and then we have to add 2 drops of our indicator, and then we will take a burette, and in the burette we will add 0.1 m solution of sulfuric acid which we have already prepared. Okay, these are just the basic titration steps. So then what we do, we will start the titration with 0.1 m solution of sulfuric acid until the end point is reached, which is indicated by the appearance of permanent pink color. Okay, so here permanent pink color is very much important because the pink color must not fade, it should be permanent. Up to that point we will continue the titration. So again here we will use one formula for calculating the final molarity of our solution. So it is W into Rm upon V into E. The same formula we have also used for HCl. Okay, so here W means the weight of the primary standard, which is sodium carbonate. E is the equivalent weight of primary standard. Rm is the required molarity of solution. Required molarity is 0.1, and V is the volume of H2SO used in ml, which we can calculate from our titration process. Okay, so all of the values can be calculated. The main part over here is the E, which is the equivalent factor of primary standard, okay, which is a sodium carbonate. It means that how many grams of sodium carbonate will react with 1 ml of sulfuric acid, that is the equivalent factor of our sodium carbonate. Okay, so if you are watching my videos, so you must know that already we have calculated this E value a lot many times. Okay, so now let us do it again. I will repeat again. So E is the equivalent factor of primary standard. Primary standard here is sodium carbonate. It means the grams of sodium carbonate that will react with 1 ml of H2SO4 will be the equivalent factor of sodium carbonate. So we have to know how many grams of H2SO4, sorry, how many grams of Na2CO3 are present in 1 ml. That much will react with 1 ml of H2SO4. Okay, so firstly we are calculating the equivalent factor. So equivalent factor of sodium carbonate for 0.1 m H2SO4 is this, and now we will see how we got this value. So I have told this in the previous videos also, that whenever we have to find the equivalent value, what do? We have to see the molecular weight of our compound. Okay, so the molecular weight I have already calculated, and it came out to be around 105.988 gram per mole. The molecular weight of sodium carbonate is this much. Okay, this means that these many grams of sodium carbonate, if we dissolve in 1000 ml of water, the solution which we will get will be having strength 1 molar. Okay, so instead of 1000 ml, if we need 1 ml only, so we will divide this by 1000, so we will get these many grams. And again, if instead of 1 molar we need 0.1 m strength, then we will divide this again by 10, and this will be the final value. Okay, this means that 1 ml of sodium carbonate are having these many grams of sodium carbonate in it, which means that these many grams of sodium carbonate will react with 1 ml of H2SO4. So this is the equivalent factor of our sodium carbonate. So this value we will put here along with all the other values, and then we will finally calculate our molarity of H2SO4. Okay, so this was all in this video. You might also like to take a screenshot from here. I will erase it. So if you like the video, please subscribe. That would be really helpful. Thanks for watching.